Hey, I'm back, and today I want to talk about what I did yesterday, which was go to Tokyo, the Odaiba area, and go to Teamlab's digital art exhibition. So, this is really cool. I like digital art, but digital art's not that common, so I was really excited to see this. And Teamlab is a team of mathematicians, graphic designers, artists, and I think computer scientists, and they all work together to create this new type of art. Most of it was using projection mapping, so that's where you use like projectors to project something on the walls. And so the really awesome thing about this was almost every room had this projection mapping on it. And so they would, put something on a wall, but it wasn't just a picture, it was moving. And in some cases, it wasn't just moving, but it was actually interactive. Like if you touch the wall, the picture would change somehow, which was really cool. They had rooms where, for example, they would have like kanji, which is Japanese characters. They would fall from the sky, and if you touch them, they would kind of like fade away. And so there's lots of instances of this. Or there's another part where they had a slide, and they'd have people at the top of the slide, and they just slide down. And on the slide, they would project something, and they have like fruit, like a watermelon, and you hit the watermelon, and the watermelon would explode, or something else. So it was really interesting to see this. So that's why I really like this. It's fun for adults and children, and some of it's really beautiful, some of it's interesting, and it's like everywhere. It's not like a normal museum where there's like, oh, one piece of art, next piece of art, next piece of art, etc. It was the whole thing, all the walls were art, which was really cool. And also it would move, so they had these people playing like instruments, like playing drums and I guess like a biwa or something, and they would just go around the walls of this place. This was actually like a few rooms. I think probably about like 10 rooms or so, and they would just go around the outside of the halls, just moving around, which kind of made it confusing because it's easy to get lost in there because you're like, where am I? And then one of the reasons that you get confused like that is because the walls change. So in one part, you're like, oh, you see like some interesting colorful design moving on the walls, but then if you go out that exit again, that same wall has something completely different on it. It might have like flowers or something, or people playing in a band. It's like, what is going on? But there's lots of cool things besides just the projection mapping. They also had a room, I guess like a crystal room, where they had like LEDs on strips like hanging down. They didn't have just like one or two. They must have like probably in the thousands. And they would all sync together to make different colors, light patterns, and that was really cool. That might have been my favorite part of it. They had other things with projection mapping. They had a room with fog in it, and then they had lights, so it was like a laser light show that was really cool. And in general, they just had lots of really cool things, unique things. And so I liked how they did this. The thing I liked about it, it was good for, as I said, kids and adults. I think you can bring small children there and enjoy it, or even like older people. And the only thing I'd say bad about it is there's just too many people. I wish I could have gone there when it was less crowded, because the people kind of ruined the experience in a way, although it was still really fun. And overall, it's just a great thing, and I hope that the Japanese government hires them to do the Olympics, because to me this was really awesome, and I'd like to see something like this during the Tokyo Olympics, especially for the opening and closing ceremonies. And I'm worried about the Olympics, but I think if they do this, at least the opening and closing ceremonies will be good. I should probably do some other videos about some of the things that are kind of screwing up for the Olympics, in my opinion. But if they do this, at least they'll knock it out of the park. So if you're in Tokyo or any place in Japan, take a trip there and go see this. It's by Teamlab. If you look up Teamlab online, you'll find this and you can buy tickets. You can't just walk there because the tickets are probably sold out. So you probably have to book it like a week or maybe even 2 weeks in advance. And hopefully after the summer vacation, it'll be a little bit less crowded. So I would recommend like a weekday, maybe in September or October, if it's still going on. I don't know when it is. But I recommend it highly. I'll be putting up videos of this during the next week or 2 weeks, and I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Normally I put up like a long video, it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I think I'm going to break this up into like 1 to 5 minute videos and do like quite a few of them. So look forward to that. If you have any questions or anything you want to comment about, leave that down below. Give me a thumbs up, and until next time, see you.